The Battle of Kings Mountain on October 7, 1780 was the turning point in the Southern campaign of the American Revolution. This was a victory hard won by citizen militiamen alone, patriots who responded to the call to fight for freedom in the face of an advancing British army. The story of the gathering of these backcountry militiamen, including those from the Overmountain region, is so ably told today along the 330-mile commemorative route of the Overmountain Victory National Historic Trail, the first National Historic Trail established east of the Mississippi River. As our most special National Historic Trail was designated by the United States Congress in the fall of 1980, we celebrate this fall, 2020, the 40th anniversary of the Overmountain Victory National Historic Trail. And to help all Americans commemorate this special part of America's Revolutionary War history, we offer this video trilogy. And for those who think they already know the story of the Battle of Kings Mountain, we invite them to expand their understanding across new landscapes and about new heroes through these 3 videos. In the summer of 1780, during the Revolutionary War, British forces marched through South Carolina, gathering an army of Americans still loyal to the king. British Major Patrick Ferguson threatened to burn the homes and to hang the leaders of the backcountry patriots in the Overmountain region of North Carolina. Never fearful of such a threat, 1,000 patriot militiamen marched across the Appalachian Mountains to track down the arrogant major. They caught up with Ferguson and his loyalist army atop Little Kings Mountain on October 7th. All sides of the mountain were shrouded in a thickening haze of gunpowder smoke. The patriot militiamen advanced up the mountainside, moving with skill from tree to rock to tree and firing their hunting rifles with deadly accuracy. The loyalists charged down the hill with the cold steel of bayonets affixed to their muskets. But brave and determined, the patriots would not be denied. Each man advanced under his own command. Each fought with courage and skill and commitment. But the outcome of the battle in the American Revolution was uncertain until the last. The heroic story told along the Overmountain Victory National Historic Trail gets even better with the revelation of new information. This new history now takes us onto adjacent landscapes where a broader, bolder Kings Mountain story unfolds. Citizen militiamen from other parts of the backcountry were mustering and moving toward Quaker Meadows to join up with the Overmountain men. The footprints of over a quarter of the men who fought at Kings Mountain can now be added to the story, a story we can tell beyond that celebrated trail corridor. Because, as we now know, these Kings Mountain veterans marched as far as anyone else to get to a battle that was in their own backyard. And the leadership of South Carolina Militia Colonel James Williams now comes to the forefront in our understanding of how all these backcountry militiamen planned and accomplished their heroic feat, the one Thomas Jefferson said helped turn the tide of the American Revolution. Alongside our traditional Kings Mountain story of courage, determination, and relentless pursuit in the backcountry, we can now tell a broader, bolder Kings Mountain story. The Kings Mountain story continues well after the victory atop that summit on October 7th. During the following 2 weeks, the victorious militiamen marched away 800 Loyalist prisoners, fellow Americans who suffered a death march of starvation and harassment. Some angered patriots wanted revenge against these men who had killed some of their friends and family during the battle. Nearly 36 of these problem Tories were condemned to hang after they faced a questionable trial before Patriot officers. Victors and prisoners alike slogged anxiously through a rain-soaked night to cross the rising Catawba River, exhausted, before they could be trapped against it by a pursuing bloody Bannister Tarleton and his Green Dragoons, who were feared coming to rescue the prisoners. A week later, after marching down the Yadkin River, this horde of tired, cold, and hungry men descended upon the unsuspecting Moravians at Bethabara, where these German-speaking Christians, as was their faith and practice, fed, sheltered, and cared for the rowdy victors and frightened prisoners alike. for several weeks during times of continuing turmoil and uncertainty in North Carolina's backcountry. So join us now in celebrating all the Patriot heroes of our new Kings Mountain story during this 40th anniversary of the Overmountain Victory National Historic Trail. Watch all 3 videos, read the books, and support the organizations hosting this video presentation for you and your community. Huzzah!